Figured I'd make a quick little video for anyone that's got as bad of luck as I do. It's what is that, '08 Super Duty F350 with a 6.4, and they just bought it. And one of the things most Ford forums said to keep an eye on was the fuel and water separator filter, which you usually just turn a valve on this filter housing. The front part's gone where the fuel lines go. This is all apart for a reason, but usually just flick a little lever and then drain the water and contaminated fuel out, and then just flick the lever back. But if it's seized, which this one was, and I tried spraying it and slowly working it and couldn't get it to move at all till, well, the lever broke right off. And then what do? Well, you go to the Ford dealership and order, get a good shot of that, 8C3Z-9A214-B. It's a replacement kit drain valve assembly. This cost, it was 80 bucks Canadian. Basically all it comes with is a new aluminum piece. There's a new one-piece plastic ball valve, and you got your two O-rings that go in the fuel line assembly, and it actually came with just one new bolt. I don't know why, but I'll clean up the other ones really well. That's what you got to do when that breaks off. And those come out, those bolts come out with a Torx T25 bit. It's just 3 of them. That's usually the simple part. But then if you're like me, and well, if that's hasn't been serviced in a while, what do the filters look like? Well, the top filter was nothing. That's just a 36mm socket. Crack that loose, wiggle the filter out, wiggle the new filter in, tighten it up. Put the new O-ring on, splash a little diesel fuel on the threads, make sure everything's clean, tighten that up. But when you get to the HFCM filter, which goes in through here, here's your cap, 36mm again, underneath the truck. This is just how it sets. Here's the frame rail. Your drive shaft is right about here, which makes it really difficult to get in here, but you can do it. There's some lines and wiring in the way. You can do it. This one was stuck in there hard, so this hadn't been out in a long time. Here's the filter. And to take this off, what you should have to do is pull and twist until it pops the O-ring and comes out. Unless you're unlucky like me. That's when this happens. Here's your fuel pump. Goes in through here. Then there's this tiny O-ring right there. Then there's a spring and this plastic piece that has stainless metal teeth on it that is supposed to clip on right here. And then there's another O-ring here. What happened as I was trying to wiggle and twist and pull on this filter, this part was seized inside of the filter. I almost think maybe it was the large O-ring that was seized, but regardless, what happened is this popped out, and then had a rattle to it. And I looked inside, and here was the spring, this clip, and this broken piece of plastic right here. I got very lucky, and it just sheared off on this section. I crazy glued it back together to hold it in place, and I took a soldering iron and literally melted this plastic back together square. Now I have to try to put it all back together and hope it doesn't break, because if it does, then you need the entire fuel pump. Fingers crossed, but if you run into this, make sure when you take this filter out, you as gently as you can, get another buddy to help you. Just pry this back and forth and try not to get it on an angle. Maybe it got on a bit of an angle and just snapped the plastic, but I don't even know how much a new fuel pump would cost. All for the sake of this tiny plastic lip that goes over the end of the fuel filter. Wow. Wish me luck. It's going back together now.